Right, here we go. Back again. Back again. Okay? And this time we have a coronavirus lockdown update because that is coming, alright? Possibly even tonight for the UK, right? And an internet shutdown update because I think that is coming as well, okay? And I'm sorry to say it, but it's definitely looking that way, right? On today it was reporting that the British Prime Minister faces full-scale cabinet mutiny if UK lockdown isn't enforced. Okay? So the government are now basically forcing the Prime Minister into going into full lockdown, right? And it says Boris Johnson faces full-scale cabinet mutiny if UK lockdown isn't enforced, right? So they'll basically rebel against him and he'll lose his job, okay? And like I said yesterday, people in Scotland are heading for rural communities to escape it, right? But that is just causing more problems, right? It's a cocktail for chaos, okay? And I can't emphasize that enough, alright? And that is possibly why the army are involved and on standby, although they are saying that the army are here to distribute masks and protective suits to frontline NHS staff, right? And it says hospital trusts have been told they will be receiving deliveries of personal protective equipment such as masks, safety glasses, gloves, aprons and protective suits. Okay, now on this, 2 years ago, while I was working on a project for a business that supplies PPE, we were looking at contracts, right? And there was about 3 or 4 government contracts at the time, and it was for millions and millions and millions of masks and aprons and glasses, okay? Mostly medical PPE, and it was millions and millions and millions. And at the time I remember actually thinking, wait a minute, there's not a mad flu on the go just now. So they obviously knew that it was coming and they were preparing for it, right? They knew it was coming. And that was this is an example that you'll see here of what it looked like, okay? And I seen that I even told my wife about it at the time and she remembers, right? So they knew it was coming. It's been in the planning for a long, long time. Also, people are reporting locally that there's big queues, massive queues at pharmacies, right? So that's going to create a problem. Also, on the internet, today they're reporting that T-Boss says internet is seeing some signs of stress, right? So again, they're mentioning that the internet is under a lot of stress. And it says the increased number of people working from home has put added strain on its broadband network as people are using video conferencing and other bandwidth hungry applications, right? So it's heading one way. And it says last week major phone networks and internet providers in the UK suffered widespread outages and downtime due to significant increase in web traffic, right? So like I said before, it's going to be out with the old and in with the new, right? And I'm pretty sure we all know exactly what the new is going to be, okay? And also, a subscriber mentioned an advert today, an MTV advert that had military vans in it and showed you that basically it was like a lockdown situation, okay? And we know about subliminal messaging and conditioning. Well, I also noticed this the other day, and it is the intro for Sky TV, and it is for the month of March. Here it is, I'll play it twice, okay? Here it goes.
to stay in this much.
We are so lucky to be alive.
Is the whole putting us in mortal danger gonna be a regular thing?
Sky Store. For good reasons to stay in this much.
We are so lucky to be alive.
Is the whole putting us in mortal danger gonna be a regular thing?
So yeah, okay. So it starts off by saying that we're lucky to be alive, basically, and that we're going to face more dangers and it's going to be quite common. It does also say, if you look at the full intro on Sky, and that is on, believe it or not, channel 999, okay? It also does say that it mentions foul play, that no one would be getting out until, because there's been foul play and there needs to be an investigation, right? So is it going to come out that there's been foul play with this? And could it then maybe trigger a war? Alright? That's just pure speculation. But if it comes out that this virus has been used by, say, well, anybody as a weapon, then it could possibly be that. Okay? It could end up being World War III as well, to add to our problems, right? We are in a big fight now, okay? And I did see this. Britons abroad urged to come home while they still can, okay? So if you need to come home now, alright? And just finally, on lockdowns, Boris Johnson is having a emergency broadcast, I suppose, tonight at 8:30, right? So is that going to be him declaring lockdown? Is it going to be just today, Monday, like I said, or is it going to be tomorrow, like someone else said, because it matched the numbers, right? So it could be that tomorrow is the last day, and by 12 o'clock tomorrow night it's lockdown, or it could be tonight. Okay, we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, that is about it. Bye-bye.